Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, I just found out that Coinbase is going to lay off 18% of its workforce. Now, this big move by Coinbase is reflective of the fact that we are moving deeper and deeper into a crypto winter. I'm going to talk to you not just about what's happening in Coinbase, and at the end of the video, I'll even talk to you about whether or not I would invest my own money in Coinbase. But we're also going to talk about what's going on in the markets, what's going on with the Fed, and all the things you can watch out for if you want to learn how to make money in this market. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're getting started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about black wealth and black economics every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day under one condition. The condition is that we are black first. Black first means that we educate our kids. Black first means we break generational curses. We do not continue them. Black first means that we teach wealth to our families. We make sure our families are the best in the world when it comes to wealth, economics, education, and everything in between. And also black men and black women love each other up in this space. If you agree with this philosophy, put a hashtag B and the number one in the chat, hashtag B1. And shout out to Rick Mathis, who just completed B1, the movie. We're going to show the movie at the All Black National Convention, which takes place in Charlotte, North Carolina, October 28th through October 30th. If you'd like to learn more, just go to boycewatkins.com. If you're watching on Instagram, hit the link in the bio. You can learn all about the convention. It's really a lot of fun. It's a great place to learn. It's a great place to connect with other smart B1 people. Now, with that said, how many of you are doing well with your stocks today? I don't have a lot of time. We're about to start stock market investing class in a little bit, so I'm going to bounce on that for that. But how many of you are doing well with your stocks today? Give me a yes or no if you're making money, if you're feeling good. Today, it was an interesting day. You saw a little bit of a dead cat bounce. This is what they call it when the market plummets so much that it hits the bottom and it has to come up a little bit because maybe people are starting to buy when they feel like things are bottoming out. Right now, the Dow's up about 65 points. That isn't much. Yesterday was a bloodbath. The day before that was a bloodbath. The day before that was a bloodbath. The stock market's just, in kind of a messy state right now. But I want you to understand, just to reiterate to you, this is where the money gets made. This is where your gold is buried. This is where your big opportunity lies. I do not want you to walk into this situation with fear, but I do not want you to walk into the situation with extreme overconfidence. Overconfidence will get you taken out. Fear will get you taken out. I learned this. I'm a really good poker player, and that's what I learned about poker, is you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. That means that in this market, you cannot go in like a sucker. You cannot go in here buying just any old thing that you see. But at the same time, you can't go into the market as a coward, because scared money does not make money. And that is generally true in the universal connection between risk and reward. Give me a yes in the chat if you follow what I'm saying. Give me a yes in the chat if you get what I'm trying to explain to you here. Now, with that said, hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's happened with Coinbase. This story got my attention as Bitcoin dropped 17%, $200 billion was wiped out in the crypto market this past weekend. Also, I'm looking at a headline here. It says the crypto industry just had one of its worst days ever. So basically, one of the things that was announced today is that Coinbase, a big company that a lot of you have used, probably, I'm sure, to buy crypto, they just laid off 18% of their workforce. And that's pretty huge. They said they're going to cut 18% of their full-time jobs, according to an email sent out Tuesday. CEO Brian Armstrong pointed to a possible recession, a need to manage costs, and growing too quickly during a bull market. So that's true. They were growing too quickly. They do need to manage costs. Now, if you look up Coinbase stock, it's really kind of a Greek tragedy to look at Coinbase stock. My Lord Jesus, I looked up Coinbase stock. Let me pull it up on my screen here so you guys can see. So y'all can see what I saw. It was, oh Lord, it was messy. Coinbase stock, as you can see, if you're on Instagram, you can't see it, but I'll just describe it to you. Let's see here. Here is a picture of Coinbase stock. Let me pull this up on the screen here. So you see Coinbase stock has just been a complete shit show. It's literally dropped by over 85% since the stock was released, since the stock went public. The fair market value, in case you want to know, according to the report that I read about Coinbase this morning, is that the fair market value of the stock is about $131. So if you believe that what the analysts are saying in this report, then you would find Coinbase to be a relatively compelling investment. You see that in the last day, it's gone down 2.6%. Last week, it's gone down 27%, which is insane. The last month, it's gone down 17%. Last 6 months, it's dropped 80%. So ultimately, if you want to know if I would buy Coinbase stock at this price, I actually would. I actually would buy some. I don't know if I will. I have to check my own portfolio to see how much capital I have to kind of allocate. But this is a stock that I actually like right now. And the reason Coinbase is getting hammered right now is because you're in the middle of what is referred to as a crypto winter. I talked about this a little bit yesterday, so I'm not going to rehash it all. There's a video I did yesterday on the Black Financial Channel that you guys can check out where we talk about everything that's going on with crypto. But basically, what the CEO of Coinbase is saying is that, quote, we appear to be entering into a recession after a 10-plus year economic boom. So he's trying to throw in the optimism to kind of balance the pessimism. He says, quote, while it's hard to predict the economy or the markets, we always plan for the worst so we can operate the business through any environment. So Coinbase tends to do well when everybody's trading crypto, when everybody and their mama is listing in any old raggedy crypto out there. They make money when there's trade, when there are transactions. Right now, I think they've lost 2 million users on Coinbase or something like that, which is a massive chunk of their user base. A lot of their people are not trading anymore, or they're trading very lightly. And really, this was to be expected. A lot of the people that entered into the stock market and crypto investing in the year 2020 did so because there was so much money being made. It just looked like money was raining out of the sky. It was an easy time to make money. Now it's still an easy time to make money, for at least for someone like me, but maybe I just see things different because this is what I do. This is what I understand. And one thing I'll tell you is that this is probably an easier time to make money now than it was back then. In 2020, money came easy because the market did some things that were very unexpected. Nobody thought that in the crash of 2020 that you were going to see the stock market recover in 3 weeks. That was almost like a damn Jesus miracle, like right in front of our eyes. Now, though, what we have is something that's a little bit more reliable. We know that historically, when you look at stock market data over the last 120 years, whenever you see a market drop like that, you tend to see it go up over the next 2 or 3 years. So most of the things that you invest in now, as long as they're stable companies that are going to be fine and they're going to survive, those investments are going to play out pretty well. So that's why I reiterate to you, it's very important for you to remain invested. And by the way, if you want some help with investing, we have free stuff in the Black Business School. Never let anybody tell you that the Black Business School automatically costs you money. Sure, there are things that cost money because we have to make money because we pay Black people to run this school. But at the same time, there are plenty of things that you can get started with for free. One thing you can have for free that's a gift from me to you is I have an ebook called the $5 a Day Investing Plan. This is my investing plan, my wealth plan for the Black community. If I can get 1 million of you to do this with your kids, you will literally change Black wealth, increase Black wealth by at least $1 to $2 trillion in one generation. So feel free to go to blackmoneyminute.com. Blackmoneyminute.com is where I do some of my Black Money Minute segments, stuff like that. And you can get a free e-copy of the book. You'll get plenty of free stuff from me. I'll be in your email inbox sending you free stuff, so you can learn a ton of stuff from us and get started for free. So it's blackmoneyminute.com, or if you're on Instagram, you can also hit the link in the bio. There's plenty of stuff up there. Now, let me read a little bit more about what else I'm seeing here in the market. So Coinbase, they're cutting 18% of their workforce. That says shares were up about 1.4% when markets open, but that's not true anymore. The share prices have actually dropped even further. The announcement by Coinbase, in my view, is really a further confirmation that we could be headed toward a downturn or a recession. The big news and the big information for this week is going to come out based on whether or not the Fed, moves interest rates this week by 50 basis points or 75 basis points. People want the Fed to be serious about fighting inflation. So increasing interest rates by 75 basis points, it might actually be something that boosts the market. Nobody knows. It could hurt the market if it's higher than expectations, but now that the Fed has pretty much told everyone what it's going to do, a lot of people are expecting a 75 basis point increase. So if the Fed does 75 points, even though theoretically you might expect that to hurt the market further, the fact that the market's kind of already priced in a big increase would mean that actually the market could actually go up because you see a reduction in uncertainty. And this is the big thing right now. Nobody's really sure what's going to happen. Nobody's sure what the Fed's going to do. And crypto is really going to just be a horrible casualty of what's going on. Crypto will probably be one of the last things to really recover when the economy starts to do better, because crypto is heavily based on a lot of wishful thinking by highly optimistic investors who are willing to throw a whole bunch of money out there just to see what's going to happen. All right, so let's see here. Do I think Coinbase stock is going to go over 100? Nobody knows. I mean, I told you I'd buy it, but I don't know what the stock is going to do. I'd be lying to you if I was able to give you an accurate prediction on that. Nobody can really predict. People just pretend like they know what's going to happen. But I've studied all the research, and the research says that you can't really predict exactly what any individual stock is going to do. They call it the random walk hypothesis. It's very, very famous in economics, and it's something that's been in place for about 40 years now. So Coinbase had initially said it was pausing hiring. 2 weeks later, the crypto giant announced that it was extending the freeze for the foreseeable future. Earlier this year, Coinbase said it planned to add 2,000 jobs across product engineering and design. Our employee costs are too high to effectively manage this uncertain market. While we tried our best to get this just right, in this case, it is now clear to me that we overhired. So Coinbase overhired, Amazon overhired. A lot of big companies now are starting to basically tell the market that they overhired. That's very interesting because one of the components that's pushing up inflation right now is labor, the cost of labor. Because basically before you had companies that were demanding lots of employees and there were few employees out there available. Now companies are starting to pull back their demand for new employees, which could actually end up doing something to the wages in this country, which actually ironically could actually help the inflationary problem. So right now they're still sorting through what's going to happen, what it's going to look like. It's not an emergency. It's not the end of the world. Don't go listening to people who are telling you that, oh, this is the end. This is when the American currency is going to just fold and fail and blah, blah, blah. People have been writing doomsday books about the economy for the last 100 years. Doomsday books always sell because everybody likes fear. People like to be scared. And I'm not telling you that there aren't some things to be a little bit concerned about, but I don't want you to invest in fear because people who make moves out of fear always lose. So I don't want you to be a loser. I want you to be a winner. I want you to make money. I want you to succeed. So move forward diligently, take in information, get your financial literacy, gather all the news and information you can, and then make decisions and investments that are going to benefit your family. Because right now, this is where you dig your heels in, and this is where you make your money. And I'm going to say this 10 million times because I want to make it 100% clear. This is a wonderful economy to invest in. It's just like on a rainy day. Rain doesn't feel good when it's coming out of the sky, but rain is wonderful when it hits the ground and your crops start to grow. So this is where your crops are going to grow. So make sure you plant your seeds. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get ready for stock market investing class. If you'd like to join us in class, my stock market investing class, you can do a 30-day trial for absolutely nothing, totally for free. You can put questions in there, leave me questions. My students leave me questions all the time about their own investments. I will answer every single question that you have. Also, you have access to stock picks. I have a whole list of stocks that I give my students every single week as a benefit to being in the program. Also, there's about 5 years of intense, heavy economic curricula that will make you the perfect investor. It is very easy to go through, and it costs you probably 1/1000th of what you paid in college. So feel free to go to boycewatkins.com if you'd like to do a free trial, or if you're on Instagram, just hit the link in the bio. All right, guys, hit the thumbs up button on the way out if you can. I'll be back a little bit later, and I hope you guys have a great day and good luck and happy investing, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care now. Peace.